people, children of our fathers. The foundation that they lay forever will remain if we have our way.
I'm a mother of 4 children who is very concerned about the democratic social government we may leave behind. My views do not represent neo-ideology, partisan talking points, or any other distortions of the respectable nation that has made the United States of America so great. We are a nation who believes in giving a hand up when you need it, but not a hand out. If someone receives without working, then someone has worked without receiving. Now, if the work without receiving was not voluntary, then we are servant to the government.
I call on each of you to make your views known. Call and write your elected representatives. Tell them no more. I cannot and will not stand for any further government usurpation of my liberty. Tell them I am and will remain free. Thank you. We are getting buried alive by irresponsible fiscal policies, and we don't know which way to look. We look around us. And the effort that's being put in front of us right now is more or less of a blitzkrieg against our own ability to see what's in front of us. We are being hit with so many policies that we can't respond. But we are not here because we give up. And we are not Americans who give up. We're Americans who stand and fight for liberty and defend it. And the fight is not always to the strong, but to the brave. And the fight in this case is not a fight of bayonets, it's a fight of intelligence, it's a fight of understanding, it's a fight of educating ourselves as Americans and our elected representatives. That we have to make painful decisions, and those decisions are made in every small business in America, the majority of our country's economy, and they're made every day. And they're made by folks who have a vested interest in the success of those decisions. It was a Constitution that relied on we, the people, taking the initiative, safeguarding liberties. We were not to offset the responsibility to a federal government that would take that power and wield it over us.
That a lot of the political elites have forgotten. We the people are still in charge of this country. But we the people are still in charge of this country. You see, they believe that this is a nation of sheeple. Some of them might be sheeple, but we are a nation of we the people, as Joel talked about. It says, when any form of government becomes destructive of those ideals, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish them. Altering and abolishing to do. And one of the other questions that I got from one of the TV reporters was, well, why are these people here? I said, well, it wasn't because we're giving away free barbecue. I think maybe they are fed up with runaway spending. They're fed up with trying to shove legislation down our throats, and they're fed up of not being listened to. of being ignored by the political elite and the leaders in Washington, D.C. Because they are in denial that we represent the real fabric of this country. And I'm going to tell you, and people say, well, why do you go to tea parties? I said, well, I must be one of those unpatriotic, mobster, crazy people. But let me tell you something about my brand of crazy and your brand of crazy. We are crazy about our liberties. We are crazy. My daughter said, Dad, would you like to hold your granddaughter? I was almost in tears. I looked at the face of this little newborn baby, less than an hour old, looked into her face, and the first thought that went through my mind wasn't, how do I give her a better start in life? Like our parents wanted for us, like you wanted for your kids, like we still want to give our kids. That wasn't the first thought that went through my mind. The first thought that went through my mind was, what do I do to help make this a better world? Because we were all put here to make a difference, and that's why we are here. To help make this a better world. Not so much for us. Our ship has come in and gone back out several times. And by now, our grown children, they got to make it on their own. It's for the grandchildren that we've got to stop the Socialist Express in Washington, D.C. We only have two weapons. One is our voice and our collective voices. That's why you're here today. That's why you sign petitions. That's why you call in radio shows. That's why you show up to town halls and try to express your views to your elected representatives. We have our voices. And the more we are able to utilize our voices collectively together, the better we will be able to get through to the political elites who believe that everybody's out here is like a bunch of sheeple. The second thing that we have, our votes. Now, we don't get a chance to use those votes until November of 2010. But let me tell you what these voices are going to do between now and November 2010. There's going to be a tsunami